Hello and welcome to another Hades tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be learning how to make this signature. I made it earlier and this was the aircom and kind of really liked that, so I says why not make a tutorial on it. I'll do the steps step by step how I made it, and there's your requirements. You won't need much. I'll supply all the resources in links so you can download them all and follow the tutorial along if you like. But yeah, let's get started. So we'll make a new document. We'd set the width to 500, the height to 300, and we leave the resolution at 72. Click OK, and we'll make our background black. And next we'll bring in a render, our image, and we'll place this now. And we'll scale it down and place it where you want it to be. I'm actually going to erase a little bit more of that. And looks okay there. And now we're going to bring in a background. I leave a link to download all these resources so you can follow me along if you like. We place the background underneath and move it around until you're happy. Looks alright there. And I want to change that pink color in this text and that background, so I'm going to click on this little adjustment layer icon and we go hue and saturation, and we tick colorize, and we'll set the hue to 229 and the saturation to 40. I'll close this off now, and we'll place in some C4Ds now. So we'll open up our C4D and drag that in. Now we're going to be working in the background first, so you can drag this C4D underneath. And as well, I'm going to change the color of this because it doesn't look well up against them blues. So I'm going to make another hue and saturation layer and increase the hue to about 1.5 and close this off. And now I'm going to right click the layer and click create clip mask, and it will just apply to that layer. So we'll move this around now until you're happy with what it looks like. I think it looks okay there. And we're going to press Control and hold Control and click right. I want to select these two layers. So when you have that layer selected, hold down Control and click the next one. Just to select the two of them, and we press Control J to duplicate. And we're going to go to our bottom one again, and we're going to drag this about a little bit. Where we put it? It's alright there. Just going to erase a little bit of this off now. And again we go to our top C4D and we select the two layers and duplicate. And we move this one around as well. And one more time in the background. This time we move. Where do we put it? So leave it there. And I'm going to erase a little bit of this again. I'm actually going to move this one over a little bit. Now we go to our one of our C4Ds, the ones that we didn't erase, and erase any bits off, and we're going to duplicate it and we'll bring it to the top of the render. So now we're going to work on the foreground. I'm just going to place a wee bit there. It looks okay there. Now we're going to go to a render layer and duplicate it twice. We just hide the middle one, and we'll go to our bottom one, and we get our smudge tool. Now we're going to click and drag and just smudge the render out like that, just up. Like that. And I'm going to set this to screen and lower the opacity a little bit. Then we go to our next layer, and we're going to do the same, but just not as much, just a little bit. And set this to linear dodge and lower the opacity a little bit. I'm actually going to lower the other one a little bit more as well, so it's a bit too strong. So much does that. Right, now we're going to add in some stars. So we go to our top layer and we will open the star texture and place it in. Just release the crop mask and set this to linear dodge, and you can move it around then until you're happy. I'm actually going to size it down a little bit. It's huge. Doesn't look too bad there. Now I'm going to mask off the bits that's covering his face and stuff that stands out, like. So I click this little icon to get your mask. Get a black brush. It's going to increase the flow a little bit. And just brush over the areas that you want to get rid of. Now we make a new layer on top of this. We get a white brush this time. And we will choose this one here. It's number 448. Well, you can use any brush, it's just for a little bit of smoke. I like that there in the front. Excuse me. And we're going to lower the opacity a tad a bit. To about 10%. And now we'll start working on our light and shading. So we make a new layer, and with a white brush again, we will pick a large round brush and increase the flow to 100%. A little bit bigger than that. And just put in your light source wherever you think looks well. And make a new layer now, and with a black brush, just darken at the edges and lower the opacity. Now it's time for some gradient maps. First one I'm going to do is going to be a black to white, and set the luminosity. We'd set the opacity of it to 50. And next we're going to add another gradient map, and it will be dark blue to cyan. I think I had it saved. Yeah, it's like a dark blue up there. We set this to normal. We decrease the opacity out to about 20, 23. We're going to duplicate this one. And next we're just going to change the overlay and set the opacity to 10. Now we make a new layer, and this time we're going to add some splatter brushes. Again, you can get these in the resource website. Any splatter brush will do anyway, or in the resource link. Sorry. What one we pick? So just click them whenever you want one, and we're going to hide that now. We make a new layer and hide the brush we just did, and we'll apply the image. We'll unhide it now, and we'll create a clip mask on top from that applied image, and we'll drag it around then and move it. When we get something you like, we're going to do this again now. So we'll pick another brush and just put one there, but I'm just going to duplicate the last applied image and drag it up and create a clip mask there. and again. Just do this a couple of times until you're happy with what you have. Don't overdo it though, because if you do overdo it, it just ruins the image. So one there. Nearly finished this now. Just one more. Now we're going to add a bubble fractal. Any bubble fractal will do really. Just going to use this one here. And just going to release a quick mask. And set this to linear dodge. I don't like that one, that's not actually that one. I'll pick another one. Where is it? One of these three, I think. Yeah, it was the first one. Yeah, I like this one here. So we drag this one in. I'll just change that pack because I had the other, what do you call it? Bubble fractal in there. Better not upload it. But yeah, just move it around. When you see something you like, duplicate it because you're going to use it a couple of times, and just hide it and then erase what you don't want in the first one. Oops. Just going to duplicate this and then hide it. That should be enough now, I think. I'll just erase bits I don't want in this one. Oh, keep that one. I'll get rid of it actually. Right, when you have your bubble fractals done, we're just going to add some gradient maps. So again, we click on this little icon and we go to our gradient map. Actually, wait there, drag that back up to the top because it's going to be on top for all of the layers. And first one we go will be blue, kind of green and white. Like I saved it. Where is it? There it is. It's just dark blue, 03, 0F1B, and a green, 294 B57, and then white. And click OK. Now we're just gonna leave the opacity at 50, right there. Yeah, about 52 in right now. We're going to duplicate this and set it to overlay and change it to 10% for opacity. Oops. And next we're going to add a color lookup. So we go to our color lookup in our adjustments and we'll pick teal orange and we'll set this to lighten. Lower the opacity a little bit. It's about 78. And we'll add another color lookup. So we go adjustments, color lookup, and we will choose, what's it? Power blue. We set the screen and set the opacity to 12%. And then we'll add just a little bit of curves. So we put in our curves there. Won't need to add much. Just bring down our low tones and increase our mid tones just a little bit. Yeah, sorry. Nearly finished with the adjustment here. So we're just going to add an exposure layer now. We're going to, for the exposure, we picked 0.11, sorry. And for the next one, we picked 0.0050. And down here, it'll be 0.95. Let me close this off now. And then we're going to add some texture. So we make a new layer and apply the image. I'm after using the command there. You can go apply image by clicking on image and then apply image. So we go into our filter gallery now, and I am going to pick glass, ocean ripple, and a magnitude of 2 and a ripple size of 15. Lower the opacity down a good bit, and actually it's a bit too much, about 30%. And we're going to mask off our render. So pick a rend brush, start masking it off. Now we make another applied image and go into our filter gallery again, and this time we will use spray strokes with a stroke length of 20 and a spray radius of 1. And again, just lower the opacity of that a bit. Again, in around 30, and we mask a bit off this again. And then we'll add one more gradient map. It's going to be dark blue to kind of a bright blue. So 020317 and B4 E5FF. And we set this to lighten. And we will lower the opacity to 60. So we'll make a new layer now, nearly finished, and we apply the image. And we go filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and we set the amount to 0.2. And mask off our focals and stuff in the foreground actually. We make one more blur layer, so we'll apply the image, make a new layer, apply the image, and go filter, blur, and blur. And we mask off our render. And I'm just going to decrease the opacity of this a bit, so you don't want it too blurred. And when you have that done now, this will be the last layer. We'll just sharpen it. We'll filter, sharpen, sharpen. And we go edit, fade sharpen, and leave it at about 40. So that's it. That's how you make the tag. Well, you've reached the end of the tutorial, guys. Here's the outcome. Well, this is the original outcome. The steps were the exact same way. It's just things were placed a little bit differently. I hope you enjoyed it and you find it useful. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to drop me a mail. And please post your outcomes in the description on YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it, guys, and bye bye.